Black Flag is considered to be one of the best games in the series, and I totally respect that. I don't intend to nitpick every little thing that it does wrong because there's a reason it's not my number one. The game acts as a sort of prequel to AC3, but more relevant as a prequel to Rogue. The story of Edward is sad and amazing as it starts as him as a pirate who runs into an assassin who recently turned into a Templar. The way Edward doesn't really care about the Assassins or Templars is a great thing about the game because it tells a good story, but unfortunately it's also disconnected to what a true Assassin's Creed title represents, in the terms that Edward isn't devoted to the Creed but eventually becomes one in the end, an assassin. Still, I don't really see Edward as a proper assassin, but more as a part-time one. The exploration is one of the best and most diverse game in the series. The Caribbean is beautiful from the beaches, the jungles, the wildlife, ambient jungle and ocean sounds, the water and the rocks. Black Flag reminds me so much of Uncharted 1, even to mention that Francis Drake has references and actual items from the game. Also, the beaches of the Caribbean remind me so much of the beaches of where I live. The combat system isn't too advanced to later titles as well as the stealth, but the stealth has improved slightly. The biggest thing about this game is the naval system. It is inspired by the Assassin's Creed 3 naval system, which was one of the best things about Assassin's Creed 3, and it improves it in every way. You can definitely tell that Assassin's Creed 3 naval system missions were kind of like a beta version, like they were testing it out for this game. The naval system is honestly the best out of most games that have the naval mechanics in general. Black Flag has perfected it and so does Rogue. The naval system was a real step forward for Ubisoft games in the future, except for the fact that the new RPG games make it OP and inaccurate to the time period. The modern day is a first-person perspective where you play as yourself working for an Abstergo game company. It is nowhere as near as good as the Desmond days, but it feels to me that Ubisoft didn't put any effort into it because they generally don't care that much. Adewale plays as Edward's first mate, a great friend to him, that he even got his own game. The characters associated with Edward like Blackbeard, and Bonnie, James Kidd, and Adewale feel very impactful when you interact with them, especially how the end shows Edward reminiscing on his friends sitting at the table. That's one of the best scenes in like the whole Assassin's Creed game compared to like the end of Revelations, is where Edward looks at the table and all his most of his mates who had died are sitting at the table just having a good time, and you know he's imagining it, but like you know he's imagining a good time of what he's basically imagining his whole journey throughout his part of the assassin's life, through his part of the pirate/assassin life period. Overall, I feel Black Flag feels more of its own thing with the whole Creed side of things, but not in a major part in the story compared to others. Black Flag is one of the best games in the series, and it's a beautiful experience to play the story and explore the game in general.